Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. To the air, it's Murphy. Holds on, it's Lockett. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Move to his right. Looking deep. Out wide right, it's Allen. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. He goes hard left off the upright, but it'll count and squirt through for the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Give to the fullback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Unloads to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Moore. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the field. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They'll need a bunch on second down. This time they'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pulls it in. There he goes.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Drops back, it's Smayava. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Horned Frogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Run it with the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
You better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and There was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got two teams.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. It's all stopped. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped on 4th down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. The Sooner offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
And he's got room. The 40. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Murphy. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Lions. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside is Allen. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeps it, looking for the edge.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that separated right.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Sets his feet. It's Vick. On the move. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Cook. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's what's so hard about playing this guy, man. It's not the first play. They defended the first play really well, but what does he do? He buys time. He scrambles. Now you start changing your routes. Defenders get a little bit confused. He drops it off, and
there he goes. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Quick give. It's all stopped. Pass to 6. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Back to pass. It's Mayava. Rush right in his face. Out wide right. It's all stopped. Snags it, and he's open. At the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got his man down the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pulls it. He'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll run it. They've got him corralled.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a hit as he fires. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The big fullback's got it. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Trying to barrel in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, TCU. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Moving the pocket, it's Vick. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. See if they go back to the air after that short gain on first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Under pressure. And he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hits inside. It's all stopped. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Snags it. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. They're all over him. Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. run inside. It's Cook. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. In the backfield, it's all stopped. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming.
Makes a grab and room to run. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Moves the pocket. It's Maiava. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got a man. It's Clark. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out wide left, it's all stopped. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds his target. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
One more snap coming before halftime. Second down, gonna throw it. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Second and long here. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Left side, it's Allstott. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Got some green grass. He's got enough. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And the big fella, usually blocks, but has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
That's caught. It's Allstott. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Right down the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the big fullback. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Allstott. defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Grabbed in the backfield. It's all stopped. They'll mark him down, but that's a loss on the completion.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wants to throw again. Right side, it's all stopped. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Okay, big fella, go get yourself some yak. How about the fullback making the catch and then showing you what he can do out in the open?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Cook. Swamped immediately.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Handoff again. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. Fires to the end zone. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.